How can you realistically make an extra $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 or more a month from home while being with your kids? Now, that is a question so many moms desperately want the answer to. As a mom myself, I understand completely why, because honestly, it feels like you have to pick one option, either go back to work and help support the family financially or stay home and be present for your kids. It's not easy to see how you can realistically have both in a way that doesn't make you unavailable to your kids or take you away from your current routine. But there actually is a really simple way to achieve this without disrupting your whole life or sacrificing a ton of time with your family. And in this video, I want to walk you through exactly how myself and thousands of other stay-at-home moms are doing this right now in the small pockets of time we have during our day. But first, if we haven't met yet, hey, I'm Shannon, founder of Virtual Career Academy. I share tips and resources to help you work from home and build an income completely on your own terms. If that's something that you're interested in, make sure you go ahead and hit subscribe now so you don't miss the new videos I share each week. All right, now let's get into it. The income these moms are making isn't coming from starting some complicated business model that requires a lot of upfront costs or a huge audience on social media or years of experience to figure it out. It's coming from freelancing, most often as a virtual assistant. So basically, you're getting paid to take tasks off of a business owner's plate, tasks that they don't have the time to keep up with anymore because they are busy running and growing their business. Things like posting on social media, creating graphics in Canva, updating blog posts or websites, managing emails and inboxes, basic admin support, so invoicing, scheduling, data entry, customer service support. None of this requires you to be an expert, okay? Something most beginners don't realize is that you aren't expected to walk into a client relationship knowing exactly how everything works. Most businesses already have a process for how they do things, and they'll often share that with you when they bring on a new virtual assistant. These are called standard operating procedures or SOPs, which are basically just step-by-step instructions that show you exactly how they want that task done. The thing is, every business operates just a little bit differently, so they'll walk you through their systems, they'll show you the tools that they're using and explain their process. And the best part about that is you're often learning new skills and getting comfortable with new tools you've never used before while getting paid by that client. So let's actually talk about numbers, because extra income can feel really, really vague, and I like to keep things real here. So let's say you're charging $25 an hour as a beginner, which is a very normal starting out rate. 10 hours a week lands you at around $1,000 a month. 15 to 20 hours a week puts you at $1,500 to $2,000. 25 to 30 hours a week gets you closer to $2,500 to $3,000 a month. I want you to think about that. How would an extra $1,000, $2,000, or $3,000 a month help you and your family? Would it take care of your grocery bill? Would it take care of a car payment? Maybe even cover the mortgage? And that is just beginner pricing. My advice is to get your first 2 to 3 clients, get comfortable with the freelancing process, and then continue to raise your rates just a little bit at a time from there. Now, I know what you may be thinking, 10 hours a week, where am I going to find the time while I'm home with my kids? How would I find a block of 10 hours? And as a stay-at-home mom with 2 kids, I want to share some tips on how I've been able to do this over the years. The absolute best decision I ever made was to start waking up before my kids get up. 1 hour, before they wake up, even 2 hours. I have my coffee ready. I have slept, so my mind is clear. I'm not getting constantly interrupted. The house is quiet. It is honestly my most productive work time. When my girls were younger, nap time was when I knocked out a lot of my work. And also if they had screen time or just independent play, I would jump on my laptop and get some tasks done. The thing to remember is you absolutely don't have to work in big blocks of time. You might work an hour before the kids get up, or 20 minutes while they're watching a show, 15 minutes while they're playing before you make dinner. Those small pockets of time in your day really add up when you use them intentionally. The thing is, you don't have to start with 10 hours a week, okay? I personally started freelancing for just 1 hour a day. And by the following year, I was able to quit my 9-to-5 job and have worked for myself online ever since. Freelancing has been the biggest blessing for me and my family. I've never had to miss classroom parties or ask a boss for time off when my kids were sick. I can schedule zoo trips and play dates on random weekdays without thinking twice. I get to be in the driver's seat of my business, work on my own schedule, and help support our family financially at the same time. Now, at this point, you might be thinking, okay, this sounds great, but where do these clients actually come from? There are many places to find clients, but my advice is to start with your warm network. So that's people you already know or are familiar with you. Think friends, neighbors, your kid's dance studio owner, a local boutique or a bakery that you frequent, your hairstylist. Even if they don't need a virtual assistant right now, they may know someone who does and can recommend you. But they can only do this if they hear about your business and know that you are accepting new clients. So the key is just to share about your business. Tell people, let them know what you're up to and how you can help. Now, like I said, there are so many ways to find clients, but most new freelancers get their first client using this exact method just because there's already a level of trust there and familiarity, which is very helpful. Now, wrapping up, I just want to say this. You already have what it takes to freelance as a virtual assistant. You don't need a certification or a degree to do this. You don't need years of experience to do this. You just need to have the courage to take that first step, be willing to learn, and start using the skills that you already have in a brand new way. You might be thinking, okay, but what service should I offer? How do I actually find clients? What do I say when I reach out? How do I know if I'm charging the right amount? And these are all the same questions that I had when I first got started. And the truth is, when you don't know where to begin, it can be really easy just to keep putting this goal on the back burner and telling yourself that you'll figure it out someday. But my guess is that extra $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month could really make a big difference for you and your family right now. And that's exactly why I created my Hour to Income workshop. I want to give you a clear path to get started right where you are as a beginner with the time that you have available right now. Inside the workshop, I'm going to walk you through the exact steps to start freelancing as a beginner, even if you are working in small pockets of time throughout your day, just like I started. I'm going to help you choose your first service. You're going to understand what you can realistically charge and follow the roadmap I would use if I was starting my business completely from scratch today. I hope that this video helped you see that you do not have to choose between being present with your kids and contributing financially. You can absolutely build a business right now with the time that you have in a way that works around your life. If you're ready to learn how, you can check out the Hour to Income workshop through the link below this video. And if this video helped you at all, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications so that you don't miss any of the new videos I share each week. I'll see you in the next video.